Hello there. Melon Man here. I'm back again. I am just waiting on a call today from a Nicholas Pilartz. Nicholas is the gentleman that reached out to me to be guest speaking at the World Pranic Festival next June in Italy. So this is a new breatharian contact that I have made. Nicholas reached out to me. I do not know Nicholas. All I know of him is that he is heavily involved with the organization of the World Pranic Festival. So I'm really excited to make his acquaintance today and understand more deeply him and the entire festival and everything involved. And I'm just happy and open to grow from people that have way more experience than me, and to share that information with all those that are around me. Just waiting on Nicholas here, and I am also engaged in some online work behind the scenes getting done that is also pulling on me today. Nicholas should be here in just a moment. Today, I have realized more deeply than ever how much the breath affects what's going on. Oh, hello, Nicholas. Can you hear me, sir? Let's see. There's typically a mute button in the bottom corner of the screen.
Okay, yes, now
there we go. There we go. Excellent. Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
Fine. I am in my wigwam. It's a nomadic house. You see, it's like this. This is my stove there. It's kind of it's a bit cold. This is my sustainable living.
Sustainable living.
Yeah, this is what we try to have here. We have a no-profit organization, and we work on 3 levels. So sustainable nourishment, sustainable living with the house, and sustainable economy, also on the gift economy.
Wow.
It has to be complete, you know.
This is high tech. This is complete interaction in all aspects of life.
That's it, yeah. That's it, yeah. I was born in Paris. and I lived 30 years in the city, you know. So, and then I got fed up of the city, and then I moved to the countryside, and I learned how to be a farmer. And then I found the information of pranic nourishment, and I said, this is the solution for the heavy work in the land, you know, to have the garden, and this is the solution for the cities. So it's a complete solution for human civilization to live on light, you know, to live on prana. At least I'm a bit like you. I'm a bit like I'm still working on myself, but I'm still eating once in a while, you know, once a week, once, twice a week. It still happens.
Wow, good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still here too. I'm still here too.
Thank you, John. It's great. It's great to speak. I've been looking at some of your videos and some of your way of talking, and I really like the way you are in it. You know, you are in the consciousness. So it's okay. You know, we are speaking the same consciousness, sharing.
And I guess all of us at different spots along the way, whether it's actualizing the information more psychologically or verbally, or being able to communicate the message in a certain way, or those that are more physically able to actually manage more without food completely, so more physically adjusted along the way towards the pranic lifestyle. So people coming to this awareness from either end, whether psychologically understanding that we are spirit and being, two coming together, or people that are actually able to transition beyond the physical and polarize themselves completely to the spirit energy and manifest the prana as their entire source of energy and nourishment and safety and security and identity.
That's it. Yes, we all have a different way of bringing it and of experience it, and this is why I decided to organize the festival, because I knew that there was so much people having a different experience, but still they are doing the same thing. They're eating much less, or they have stopped eating completely. And I found this so amazing that I said to myself, I need to organize something. And when I started 4 years ago, everybody answered and said, yes, we're going to come, we're going to do it. And now it's becoming, now we are having the 5th edition. And this is the beautiful, for people, is the best place to be, because they can have a near immersion of 10 days and see all the Bressarians of the world coming. They are coming from Sri Lanka. They are talking like from Sri Lanka, from India, from everywhere. And there are so many. And each year I try to have new ones coming in, and this is why I'm asking you with humility if you were happy to share your experience, because I know that you come from a very different background than many others. You know, you're not but now you're in the consciousness, and it's for the people to understand that there are so many different ways that everyone will find a way to match with the Bressarian that he likes more. You know, that tunes in with this field of energy.
Whoever they identify with more.
This is great. So where are you, in USA or in Canada? I didn't understand.
I'm in Toronto.
Okay, wonderful. Toronto. I was in the other part of Canada.
Montreal.
Yes, close to Montreal. Yeah.
Yes, Montreal, yes, is another one. And then also another big part of Canada may be BC, Victoria, Vancouver, or Halifax.
Yeah, it's a big country up there.
Yeah, it's a very big country. It's a very big country. I haven't even seen East and West.
Great.
Yeah, so I'm just totally inspired by the invite, Nicholas. Like it's life transforming for me.
Great, this is so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, very inspiring to be called out, to be acknowledged, and you know, because it's something, it's brand new for me, and I'm just learning and growing. So to get around people that have been doing it much more, or doing it from a different way, and and are teaching different things about it. I'm really happy for the experience. But for me, it really just started from reading a book. You must have heard of Arnold Ehret.
Yes, absolutely. Arnold Ehret. He's very famous here in Italy. He's very much followed. He's a Brazilian level 3 also. He was having this long fast, and he was saying that no one knows how much a human being can fast long. So he was already talking about Brazilianism without using the word, because what we're doing is beyond fasting. You know, there's a beginning of fasting, but after we go beyond, we use all the energy. We explain what happens to the body in the long period of fasting. So we don't call it fasting anymore. We call it pranic nourishment. But all over the world, people are just doing Brazilianism without knowing, because now with intermittent fasting and all these kinds of fasting coming up, it's like the world is expanding in a new field of living, you know, and this is great because we really need it for a sustainable world. We really need it.
And really moving towards the pranic lifestyle then is really, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stop eating, but that you're basically trying to move towards lighter foods and lighter meals, because this allows the body more rest time.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I need to, because I know you are fruitarian vegan, and many Brazilians are fruitarian vegan, but not all of them. So and I need to say to you that sometimes I eat once a week. I don't eat more, because if I eat more, because I don't eat vegan food, I eat any kind of food, but it has an effect on me. So I know exactly what is happening. So it's really, I can't eat too much, because otherwise the effects are really, really trash on me. But it is absolutely about that. It's about the density, and the lighter the food it is, and the better you will feel inside of you, and the better you will feel the connection. Otherwise, it's like having a beer or having a whiskey. You know, there's a huge difference. And for the food is the same. Absolutely.
So we're gradually unfooding the body, or becoming accustomed to less food, and in the process of doing that, the body releases fecal waste and overcomes habit and behavior, and overcomes thought and psychological and emotional blocks and resistance that are habits that are causing habits and behaviors that make us keep going back to coffee and alcohol and certain types of foods which we're addicted to, which fill our colon and our digestive elimination process with bunk, and basically block our energy supply and cut it off at its root by filling our colon with a lot of waste. That waste is leaking into the body, and it's poisoning the body.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a Pranic Center here, and we are having a process every month. We're having 9-day process and 21-day process. And now we're having a 21-day process. We're on day 5. And it's a process, as you said, the physical detox, emotional detox, mental detox. All the database needs to go away. And the food has the effect of the glue, you know, in the body. So the emotions are going to be caught by the glue. The mindset is going to be caught. The habits are going to be caught, and you can't release all that. And when you do this detox, you release all that, and you become free. You have a space of freedom inside of you that enables you to be happy, and enables you to share your happiness with others. And this is why we call it also living on love. You know, this is it.
Oh my gosh, yes, brother. I am with you, yes. We are from the same, even though we have not spoken. We are of the same, yes.
Yes, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
This is going on all over the world.
Absolutely. It's happening right now, yeah. And
the world is upgrading. The world is upgrading. The beings are upgrading.
Yeah. The consciousness is expanding through the quantum field. Naturally, atoms by atoms, you know, it's all a field of energy. So whatever you're doing, people are doing all over the world, because we are actually not the body, not the mind. We are pure consciousness.
Yes.
Erika.
Yes.
Uh,
Exactly. And
this
this
is
is this is a physical, a detoxification, a physical element, foods, habits, behaviors, and this is psychological thoughts, limited beliefs, lack and limitation that's been ingrained into us and taught to us from school. So we've been programmed to follow this mass herd that is all getting fat, sick, and unhealthy and unhappy, and the relationships are falling apart, and the finances are falling apart, and the health is falling apart.
absolutely. Longevity has diminished in many European countries. It's like they don't know how to eat anymore. People don't know because medicine of today is limited, and now we are expanding. In Italy, they asked me to come on national TV to speak about what I'm doing. So I speak about
What?
the whole. It's incredible here. I've been on major TV speaking of the Holy Spirit and the connection with light and love.
Wow.
It's
I'm
amazing.
coming over, man. I'm coming over.
Italy is a great country for that to happen. So I just wanted to say to you, John, because as we don't have a budget for people to come to help them for the travels.
I understand.
But,
I understand.
I know that Elitom Elamin has already came 2 years and is probably going to come this year also in person. So it's like if you're going to have a trip in Europe, that's good. It's perfect. We are taking care of you the moment you come here with your wife, with your kids. I can set you up completely.
Wow.
But for the travel expenses, you need to look at that on
yes. Maybe my family. Whoa.
Because it's a nice trip from Canada, to take there would be some kids, there are 300 people coming. So
I was thinking that this was going to be something I did with Elitom this year. That's what I was thinking. And perhaps bringing a retreat group along with me is what I was thinking.
Okay, so the festival is not the space to have a retreat because there's a lot happening, and so we want people to come here only for information, not for a retreat. So they must stay on their level of energy. So if they are already on liquids, they can stay on liquids. If they are already vegan, they can stay on vegan. If they are already breatharian, fully breatharian, they can stay like that. But they mustn't go into a process because it's not the correct place. There's a lot of.
I don't need to be guiding any process. No.
Yeah. And so we would have a restaurant for the 10 days with some raw chef, Italian raw chef cuisine. Maybe there will be some vegetarian food, but that's it. So there's food available for everyone. Many people come only to have information. So it's important that they need to have some good food for 10 days also.
Yes. So maybe I'll be bringing some people along with me that would like to come along with me on this experience. Perhaps I was not thinking to go with my whole family this first time. That's not what my thought was, but wonderful that the opportunity's there. And I will now, discuss with my wife and my family and make a year plan because it's for next June.
Next June, absolutely. From 1st to 10th of June. Yeah, 10 days.
And it's wonderful. It's wonderful inspiration for me to get to meet you and to meet so many others, obviously, and to have that experience for 10 days, to be surrounded by like minds. And it's inspiration for me to just really be working at this most committedly and diligently until June. So it's great inspiration for me for 2020. I'm super excited about it.
This is wonderful. Yes, it's exactly that. We want people to meet and to know each other better, and like that each one can see, because many breatharians are in the world, but they don't know of each other. So this is one of the best places to meet other breatharians. And every year it's incredible how people meet and they get boosted. Like you are getting boosted, everyone gets boosted, and this is wonderful.
Yes, we have to have a community, right? Everyone needs to have a community. If you're out here in the world and you are trying to live the breatharian lifestyle, and it's completely backwards to the world, literally backwards to the world really ostracizes you.
Yeah, it's not easy yet. It's getting easier and easier, but still it's very, very rare to have a, you feel very, very lonely in the beginning. So this is the good place to find friends and maybe to find a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Even people come here for that, you know, because to have a partner that is doing the same thing that you are doing is very important for nourishment. This is a causes of trouble and disruption of the couple.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes, for sure. Because a couple, one partner that is striving to find inner love, then it changes the frequency of the relationship. When now, when you had a relationship where you were, engaged in some sort of, this is what love is supposed to be type of relationship, and then you start really recognizing that that's not what real love is. And that real love is something that we must attain within the self. And once you start pulling away and start finding that love within yourself, that's changing your relationship dynamic.
Absolutely.
So your relationships are going to be disrupted, all of them.
Absolutely. Your relation with the family, the relation with your friends, it's a change, it's a game changing of all your life. So
it's a complete switching of your life. However, it's a sustainable switch. It's a switch towards something that is an upgraded being, that you and every aspect of your life is going to improve because of that choice and that decision and that effort that you have to go through. Yes, it's not easy. The process is simple, but it is not easy. But if you move through the noble process, the prize is a blessing.
Amazing. It's a blessing.
True blessing. It's 3 to 5 years of hard work to do it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the price is out of value. Nothing stands in between. It's like, for me, I discovered it at 41 years. Now I'm 48, and it's like it changed my life like this. And
very much the same.
Same as you. Are you 48 now?
48 this year.
Oh, brothers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Really, really are.
I figured out that there's a moment in life where consciousness just expands naturally, and it's around 40 years old.
I think so.
Something is happening. People want more, want something else of life.
That's right. But if you can't get the right answers, then you kind of stay stuck. And at 50 and 60, you're still searching because you're looking for those answers in a broken world and you can't find them. So it tends to lead us to go into coffee or alcohol or sex or escape, shopping or career. We turn to something, food, medication, something to try to escape the non-answers, the inability to find answers and the inability to find true joy. And that doesn't happen until we start to really find it within the self. And that's something different than what we know or have ever been taught. So it's completely doesn't even function. If we're 40 or 50 or 60 years old and we're told that there's something inside of us that we don't know of yet, it's pretty hard to believe that.
Absolutely. You just can't believe it. It's in the beginning, it's too much information. People
right, and you can't feel it. You can't discern it inside of yourself yet. So you've got to go through this 1, 2, 3 years of blind faith, just believing that there's something there, just because you have an intuition that you've got something there. So it's like you're stepping into an unknown, and that's scary.
Absolutely. This is why we do the process, and we want people to be healthy when they do the process. And the process is really, the people are going to get out, they're going to have a new set of mind, a new set of consciousness. It doesn't mean they're going to stop eating food, but it means that they're going to see food in a different way. And then they have the information, and the information needs to bloom slowly, in a natural way.
Slowly. You have the information, it's been put in, the program's been put in, the information's been provided. It's not going to happen overnight. Nobody's going to make this switch overnight. It's going to happen slowly, but as long as you continue to work through the process, there is a system, there is a method. As long as you begin to move in this direction, the body will move through and upgrade and rise up.
That's it. Yeah, the consciousness wants that, but the mind is so strong that it needs to step down and take the place in service, you know, of the true master. Good, John. So what I would like from you is well, what we need to put on the website to do a bit of promotion is a biography, a short one of your lifestyle, you know, with a bit of your pranic path also. And but did you already send me a picture? No, you didn't send me the picture.
I did send an image, and I did send something short. I just sent it recently. I was a little late with it, but hopefully you can take a look, and I will send anything more if you want more of. And I'm like 1,000% inspired. So.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So I'm gonna have a look at that and say if it's okay. And wonderful. And then if for any other questions, you know, how to come to Italy and all the answers, you know, you will find me available, fully available.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Great. I'm super excited. I'm glad to know you. I'm glad for the invite, and I look forward to seeing you next year.
Okay, John. So much love. See you soon.
See you later, sir.
Bye.
Bye.